So, what are we looking at right here? What do you think this is? How about this? It's a painting, but what is it a painting of? Tick tock, tick tock. Beep beep. Did you guess flowers? That's right, these are extreme close-ups of flowers. They are abstract, which means they're based on something real, but they're also all about colors and lines and shapes. Let's learn about the artist who made these paintings, Georgia O'Keeffe. Then we will carefully observe nature to draw, color, or paint a bunch of amazing flowers, plants, or skulls. This is Georgia O'Keeffe. Can you say, "Hi, Georgia"? Georgia was born in Wisconsin. She grew up on a dairy farm and she loved to draw all the natural things around her. She went to art school and ended up in New York City, where she met Alfred Stieglitz, who owned a gallery. Eventually, they would get married. She painted a lot of beautiful pictures of New York City, but she also really loved the desert and wild places. She loved painting the desert and the mountains, and she loved painting skulls and bones that she found out taking her walks. For her, bones were beautiful, just as beautiful as flowers, which she painted really big, like a scientist, up really, really close. No one had made paintings of flowers like this before. She was looking at the world in a new way. Georgia O'Keeffe died in 1986 when she was 98 years old. She made paintings up to the very end of her life. Today, we're going to look closely at the world just like Georgia O'Keeffe. You are going to need a piece of paper, something to draw with. I'm going to use crayons, and a picture of a flower. On your Schoology page, I put a slideshow with lots of pictures of flowers, leaves, weird plants, and some cow skulls if you want to try observing that and drawing it. Remember, Georgia O'Keeffe painted some amazing cow skulls and bones she found in the desert in New Mexico. Now, usually I would say there's no wrong way to draw, but for this project, if you are looking at a picture of a flower and you draw a flower like this, I'm going to say you were not paying attention. To draw like Georgia O'Keeffe, we're going to use a technique called contour drawing. Can you please say contour drawing? A contour is an edge. So to make a contour drawing, you pretend your eye is like a little bug and it's crawling along all the lines or edges of an object that you see. I'm using this cow skull picture, kind of like Georgia did, but you can do this technique for any object, no matter how complicated it is. Just follow every little edge or every little line you see. So again, you're not copying me, you're just going to watch so you can see how to do this. Once you pick a picture of a flower or a skull, or you can even use a real flower, I want you to start in the middle. And sometimes it helps to trace on the real flower with your other hand. Follow all those little edges. If it's curly, go on the outside, follow the inside. Keep going. And honestly, these can look pretty bad at first, right? They kind of look like a mess of lines. But if you just keep going and really look carefully at every line you see, you're going to get something cool. Now that you're done with your flower, you can color it any way you want. My picture was black and white, so I'm making up the colors. If you want, you can kind of think of it as a pattern. So I'm doing the insides of all my petals pink. Then I'm gonna do the next color, which is gonna be orange, and then yellow last. If you have paint, it looks great to use contrasting colors for the background. I'm also gonna put some on top of my crayon. But again, totally up to you how you want to color this picture. I hope you had fun looking really closely, and I can't wait to see what you're making.